Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Big up to everyone that's locked in over on Chelsea Fan TV as always, and welcome to your daily transfer update. And as always with Chelsea, guys, there is plenty to get stuck into. Moises Caicedo negotiations have supposedly hit an impasse, with Brighton insisting still that Levi Colwill remains part of the deal. We've got the latest on the pursuit of Michael Olise, Mohamed Kudus, Rayan Cherki. Who are Chelsea going to go for out of those three? Will it be two from those three, or will it just be the one? Or could it end up being none? Hopefully not. The future of Conor Gallagher as well could be leaving for around £35 million, believed to be Spurs versus West Ham for his signature as well. And we have had a world record bid for Kylian Mbappe from Al Hilal, €300 million as well, guys. So, yeah, there's loads and loads to get into as always, people. But first things first, guys, make sure you smash the likes on both streams. Make sure you subscribe to both channels if you haven't done so already, guys. And remember, people, when we hit 4,000 subscribers on my channel, there will be a giveaway for a shirt of your choice for the upcoming season for Chelsea, home, away, or third. So when we hit 4,000 subscribers, that draw will be made, and then we will obviously just see who the winner is there, and they'll receive a shirt of their choice, Chelsea shirt of their choice for the upcoming season, guys. So make sure you do subscribe if you haven't done so already. But guys, make sure you get involved in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from and stuff. Let's say hello to a few people, and then we'll get this show on the road, guys. Yeah, not good news, no cap. But big up, Mike. I hope you're good. No, bro, it's not going to Saudi. Just because a bid's been accepted doesn't mean anything. The players got to agree to the move, so that's far from done at all. We're never getting Mbappe anyway. Better to focus on Wahi. I think the focus is on Wahi. I think that could be a deal that does happen quite soon. Yeah, I think the plan is to loan him, but who knows? Who knows? Yeah, bro, we're here. Yeah, I'm happy we beat them as well, for sure. Why do we think Brighton are magically going to change their minds and accept 80 mil? Yeah, I'm fully here with you on this one, Lee. They've clearly made up their mind. The longer it goes on, the more money they're going to want. They're going to need time to bring replacements in. They're not going to suddenly just change their mind and shave £20 million off the asking price. It's just not really how it works. So I don't know what we're playing at here. Playing 100, no, it's not. But we had to pay that because it was the release clause. Unless we decide not to get the player, we kind of had to play that. Yeah, and this is the thing, what people don't realise. Brighton have got every right to demand £100 million. Enzo went for 106. Rice has gone for 105. Brighton have got a top-class midfield player, one of the best midfielders on the market, probably the best midfield player on the market this summer. They have every right to demand £100 million. And given the fact he signed a new contract back in February as well. Big up, VJ from India. Hope you're good, my bro. Shavindra, all going well, bro. Hope you're good. Thanks for tuning in. Should we be moving on Connor? Yeah, it's an interesting one. It is. I'll get into this later on. But, if we're planning to move Connor on, it must mean that we've got signings in the pipeline to come in, because otherwise, it doesn't necessarily make an awful lot of sense on that front. Enzo, World Cup winner and young player of the tournament, big difference. Yeah, and look, different profiles for sure. But yeah, Enzo, obviously, I think at this point in time is slightly better than Caicedo. But for what Caicedo can do and his profile, it would be a transformative signing for our team. And we're at a point now where we simply can't afford to miss out. So we are just going to have to cough the money up. It's as simple as that for me. Loads of defensive midfield players in Liga and La Liga for a fraction of the price. Well, I'm sure there are, but I don't know how good they are. Joey Hackney, hope you're good, my bro. Love from the pool. Yes, Shakti, big up the Blues as always. Yeah, look, again, it depends who comes in, but I would tend to agree with that as well, Ryan. I think we probably should. I think he should give. Yeah, Caicedo needs to do something. He needs to try and do something to force this move along the line a little bit, because clearly not really too much is going on at the moment on that front. Imagine waking up for yeah, well, yeah, we did have that. We did have that. I hope we get something on Caicedo. Dion Cole was not for sale. I don't know what Brighton are really fit playing at here. The Ananas and others are different profiles and quite frankly, not as good as Caicedo. Tchouaméni is just a pipe dream. We had our chance to get him and we missed it. Real Madrid are not going to sell him. Yeah, they are. They will obviously pay and then send him on loan. But again, like those deals aren't detracting from the first team. It's separate budgets and all that. Let's hope we get Caicedo by the end of the season next year. Yeah, it is. It really is frustrating. Louis, hope you're good, my guy. This Caicedo is looking more and more unlikely. Yeah, we kind of need to come to a decision here. We've literally we either walk away, which I think would be an absolute disaster, or we just pay the money up. Let's just stop with this constant boring negotiations. Vic, big up, Mike. I hope you're good. Prashant, love from India. Hope you're all doing well, bro. Big up to all the Indian fans. If we didn't loan Cole to Brighton, yeah, but we never. I don't think we would have envisaged this situation happening. I mean, it's easy to say. It's easy to say so now. Yeah, no, it certainly could well be for sure. This top bin's big up. This side was ridiculous. Pay them what they want or move on. Yep, this is exactly what I'm saying, guys. At this point in time, we either have to pay up or just move, or we need to move on. It really is as simple as that, people. I don't say we should forget about Caicedo, but we have to pay up. We have to pay up. Obviously, he has to agree terms also. Yeah. So we sell Havertz and Mount to domestic rivals, but are reluctant to sell. I don't really understand that. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Embarrassing from us taking all this time and getting no further ahead with the Caicedo unless we give Poch what he needs. Yeah, no, John, I agree. Yeah, I hear that. It's pretty hard to say no to that. Caicedo too expensive. I don't think Caicedo is too expensive. We just need to pay the fucking money. I don't know what we're doing. Yeah, Olise, we're going to get into this later on. I think that would be a good addition. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I mean, if it was that easy, I think we would have done it. I think it's clear that Amrabat is not really on Chelsea's list of transfer targets. That's the thing. You know, that's what we're saying. I think it's time to move on. I don't think it is time to move on. I don't think we can afford to move on. We really can't. Caicedo for Chelsea is not stalling over Colwell. We just haven't offered them enough yet. Potentially a bit of both. Because his agent is idiot, as he doesn't agree for a release clause in winter. There should have been some sort of release clause in the contract. There really should have been. Caicedo will get ridiculous thing to push, or he needs to skip training or something. Yeah, he needs to do something. Do you think we should just? No, I absolutely don't think we should walk away, Shane. We need Caicedo desperately. The other midfielders on the market are nowhere near as good as him, and we desperately need a perfect partner for Enzo Fernandez. And sometimes you just got to pay a bit more than you initially wanted to. We just have to do it. For me, it's as simple as that. We'll get into the Angelo Gabriel stuff as well. But yeah, I think we'll go on loan, and I'll explain my reasoning why. No, we need to sign him this summer. Yeah, I'm going to discuss this and explain why I don't think we should. Why I think we need to loan him. It seems to be we need Kante back. Well, that would be all right. Just get Kudos. Amrabat's not better than Caicedo. Just get someone cheaper. Indeed, he's not really it at the moment. What else have we got here? Chelsea, the goalkeeper situation. Nothing to say on that. Again, Sangare probably going to go to Nottingham Forest. Santos has to stay. There's a lot of stuff, loads of stuff coming in the chat, guys. 322 of you locked in. No, it is a separate budget. Look, obviously, it's FFP thing. It's not. What I'm saying is that us spending this money on these players isn't taking money away from the first team funds. That's my point. Off a big up hardest in streaming. Streaming, I think you mean. I definitely don't do any streaming. Yeah, nah, bro. I'm here every day. Why did Caicedo sign a new contract in January? I don't really know, to be honest. That's only a question he can answer. Yeah, Angelo's looked good. He has looked good. What else have we got here? Valverde's never going to happen. Drink water's available on a free. Yeah, it absolutely is. But yeah, guys, I'm going to get into this Caicedo stuff in a bit more detail now, people. So let's get into it then. Jacob Steinberg article that appeared. First things first, though, let me just preface this by saying that in this Jacob Steinberg article, and Pochettino's publicly said in press conferences a couple of times now that we need more signings and he wants them ASAP. You know, so that's quite clear. He's made it clear to the board. We need to get this done. Simple as that. We need to get this done, guys. But yeah, obviously, this Steinberg article saying that Mauricio Pochettino is determined to upgrade his midfield with Moises Caicedo, but that move has stalled over Brighton's demand for Levi Colwill to be included in the deal. Now, I don't understand who broke the Vivell story. Nathan Gissin broke the Vivell story. So fair play to him. Yeah, he was the first one on the Vivell story. But yeah, what was I saying? I don't understand why Brighton are still negotiating, still insisting on Levi Colwill. You know, Pochettino's come out and said that he's not going anywhere. He's our player. He's looking forward to working with him. He could be one of the best centre-backs in England. And he's not going anywhere. So I don't understand why Brighton are still insisting. I think what it needs, and whether it's publicly or privately, but behind the scenes, Colwill needs to come out and say something. He needs to say, look, I'm not joining Brighton. I'm staying at Chelsea. I'm not leaving. Like, that would really help with things. Because at the moment, Brighton are just taking liberties and you know, still trying to take their chance on this one. So if Colwill can come out and say something publicly, then that might make a bit of a difference. I mean, maybe not publicly, because it might be slightly strange if he did come out and say that. But yeah. This is what I would also add here is that Ben Jacobs on a little Q&A on an aeroplane is saying that he was asked about Caicedo. No significant progress made in Philadelphia. So when we obviously played Brighton, no significant progress was made then. And he also adds Chelsea's still there pushing for around 80 million or less. Both sides in Atlanta, so talks will continue this week. Why? I just really don't get this, guys. Why are we insisting on 80 million pounds or less? Like, unless we include Levi Colwill in the deal, which we said we're not going to do, then we are going to have to, in my opinion, pay 100 million pounds. That just isn't going to change. No, I don't agree with that. You don't spend as much money as they did on this football club. And look, they'll want to make money. And the only way you make money in a football club, or big money, is by winning. So I totally disagree that they're not interested in winning trophies. You don't spend that much money on a sports team to not win. So yeah, I disagree on that front. What else we got here? Arda Güler, no, he's gone to Real Madrid. Hear me out. What if Todd just maybe we need to buy Brighton and then we can just buy Paulinho. Not Paulinho, sorry. We can just buy today's gratuitous top tip. Interesting, fair play, little Barbie promo. Paulinho, again, pay 90 million and get Caicedo. I don't think it's as simple as that, but maybe that could be an option that is potentially on the table. I'm really not too sure on this one, guys. Yeah, we would love that. If there's no progress face to face, then move on. Yeah, look, I really don't know what we do at this point. For me, guys, it's clear as day that we have to sign Moises Caicedo. There's no two ways about it. I said at the start of this window, it was Declan Rice or it was Moises Caicedo for the Enzo Fernandez partner that we desperately need. We didn't get Declan Rice. We now have to get Moises Caicedo because the next sort of players available on the market, your Lavias, your Kones, your Kefram Turams, good players, not Moises Caicedo level, not transformative signing in midfield, not the best partner for Enzo Fernandez. So we've gone this far down the road on this signing. So we simply have to follow through with this. Now, if we can, somehow get them down to below 100 million pounds, then fair play to the sporting directors and the people negotiating the deal. But at this point in time, I just think we're starting to look pretty stupid, guys, in terms of we're just fucking about, wasting so much time. The days are ticking by. We're no closer to getting Moises Caicedo than we were 3 or 4 weeks ago. And, the first game of the season is what, 3 weeks away, maybe a little bit less than that now. And we still haven't got our priority signing through the door. And, we need to give the manager what he wants. And at this point, guys, I just don't know. I'm just not sure what's going on here. I don't know if I'm losing faith in the directors or just what the fuck are we doing? I mean, seriously, what are we doing? 90 million and get Caicedo. I mean, it was as simple as that. If we offer 100 million and Brighton refuses, we have to walk away, mate. Yeah, look, if Brighton refuse 100 million, then I don't know what we do. Again, maybe not, but he is to Brighton, so that's the point. And look, I think that whether he is to Chelsea or not, to Brighton value him at that. Obviously, the going rate of the top midfield players, Rice, Fernandes, etc., has been over £100 million. So yeah, I guess that's where we're at. Colwell and Caicedo will be playing at Chelsea and Colwell will be. Let's wait and see. 80 plus 15 and Caicedo on loan. Well, yeah, possibly. Let's wait and see. I'm not sure if any players will be involved. Father, my guy, big up, bro. Long saga is an understatement, mate. This is the third saga of the summer. We've had the Mount saga, which has been dealt with now. We've still got the Lukaku saga rumbling on that's not been dealt with either. And now we have got this fucking Caicedo saga, which I actually think is the worst one of the lot. I really do think this is the worst one of the lot. No two ways about it. Frank Kessie, I don't think so. Not for me. He's not worth 100 million. Fair enough. I think we should just pay the 100 million and just get the player in. Lavia again is another possibility. Yusuf Fofana again at Monaco, a decent player. Lawrence Stewart probably knows him from his time there as well. But Sangare, I'm not so sure on that. Do you know you have so many fans in India? No, not really. I know quite a few people from India tune in and watch the streams, but yeah, it's great to have so much support for the club from around the world, so much support for myself, for the channels from all over the globe. It's kind of mad, really, kind of mad to think that people are watching all over the world, me chatting about Chelsea in my fucking room. But here we are, guys. Here we are. We should just pay the money if Poch wants him so bad. Told us to trust him. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, Poch has made it clear that he wants Caicedo. Chelsea needs Caicedo. We need a midfield signing. So we need to fucking pay. Just pay the money. What is stopping us paying the money? But I don't think Barella's going anywhere. Lavia, look, he's good, but he's not as good as Caicedo. Bro, I don't know why you're saying Bellingham. He just gone to Real Madrid. If anything happens to him on Mbappe deal, Tchouameni's on the table. If Real Madrid can afford Mbappe, yeah, bro, we're not going to get Tchouameni. Bro, we missed our chance. We turned down Tchouameni and bought fucking Saul instead on loan. That's gone, brother. Yeah, I mean, the more you think about that, the worse it is. Mate, in an alternative universe, if things had been a little bit different, we could literally have, we could have a midfield of Rice, Enzo, and Tchouameni. Like that could have been very plausible. But yeah, but how am I seeing Guendouzi shouts in the chat? There are so many other players. Is the point? Yeah, no, there are other players, but in terms of what we're looking for, I think this is we have to get him. The Caicedo saga will drag on until deadline day. I don't think we can afford to drag it on until deadline day. We need to draw a line in the sand and make a decision one way or another as soon as possible. If nothing comes from these face-to-face talks again in Atlanta, then what are we doing? What are we doing? Somehow we're going to have to reach an agreement, guys. Somehow we will have to reach an agreement. But yeah, it's kind of mad. It is kind of mad, people. Yes, Big Six Diamond, like, share. Yes, guys. By the way, people, there's 412 of us locked in across both channels. Big numbers on this Monday night so far. We're only 18 minutes into the stream. This is shaping up to be a good one, guys. Enjoying it so far, guys. 97 viewers on my channel, only 37 likes, people. Let's get these likes up, guys. You know, let's get this to at least 100 likes. Let's aim for 60 likes, 70 likes first. Hover over that thumb button, people. Give it a little click. Don't freeload the content, guys. Come on, people. You're better than that. You get involved in the chat. You tune in every night. So yeah, just give that thumb button a little click. It massively helps me out. And you know, it gets more people. It spreads the stream far and wide, gets more people watching. So please do hit the like, guys. I would really, really appreciate it. Let's get this to 60, 70 likes, first port of call. But we should really be aiming for 100 likes, people. And guys, let's get the subscribers up as well. Remember, people, when we hit 4,000 subscribers, there will be a giveaway for a Chelsea shirt of your choice for the upcoming season. But the little mini target tonight, guys, the link is in the chat. The mini target for tonight, people, is 3,900 subs. We are 16 away from that. So if we can hit 3.9k tonight, people, that is the aim. 16 out of 400 of you, I'm sure, haven't subscribed. So please hit that link, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 3.9k and knock off as many of these last 116 subs, people. Let's do it, guys. Just pay 100 million and get him early. Otherwise, we'll have to pay it anyway and get him late, potentially. Yeah. No new bids been sent yet, bro. Chelsea fans always complaining. What do you mean? What are we doing? No, bro. I don't mean what are we doing in general. I mean what are we doing in these negotiations? Like what are we doing? Like there's no reasons why a negotiation should take this long. You know, it should be quite clear. They're either gonna like allow us to pay the money, or we're gonna have to cough up the money. Brighton aren't going to budge in their position, in my opinion. They don't need to sell. They don't need the money. Caicedo signed a new contract, so as far as I'm concerned, they're sitting in the pound seat, and unless we pay up, then they'll just keep the player. I think Caicedo probably also needs to do a bit more himself as well. Maybe a transfer request, kick up a bit of a fuss, or something along those lines. I don't really know what, but we do need something. I don't understand why Brighton used Declan Rice price as reference. Yeah, I also hear that as well. I mean, the Tchouaméni deal would be more sort of a yardstick, as it were, for this deal, in my opinion, rather than Declan Rice. It's very rare that any players worth 100 million. Yeah, but in this day and age, unfortunately, there's quite a few players that are going to go for 100 million. Unfortunately, this saga is going to continue well into August. I think we'll get him, but it won't be until the season has started. Look, I think that wouldn't be ideal, but it would be far more preferable than not getting him at all. I think it's fair to say. What about Amrabat? Yeah, good player, but again, don't think he's in Chelsea's list of targets. Close your eyes and pay. Yeah, fair. I can't see Rodrigo de Paul happening either. Rome wasn't built in a day. Patient. No, of course, but like this, I'm not talking about the club situation. I'm talking about specifically the Moises Caicedo situation, and it seems to be. I just don't know what we're doing, guys. I really don't. 80 million plus 2 Lay's packets and 5 Snickers should be the next bid. Yeah, maybe. Let's hope Tony Bloom likes Snickers. Don't know why did we wait on the Rice deal before we did the damn deal. Yeah, maybe that could be a point there. Don't loan Caicedo to Brighton, because after the loan finishes, yeah, this is the point. We don't want to be loaning more players to Brighton, because then they'll start trying to tap our players up. So we don't really want that. We'll sort of find ourselves in another Levi Colwill situation. I actually think Alvarez from Ajax, he was a target, but I actually think he's pretty close to West Ham. If we don't get Caicedo in this week, I'll not be happy. Fair. What we've got here, 75 plus 15 on the table. If they leave the negotiations, I think we need to pay more than that. Chelsea should leave this Caicedo and look for an alternative. Look, I hear that, but we need Caicedo. We need him. For me, it's as simple as that. We have to sign him. There's nothing else is acceptable in my book. Because the same people that are saying walk away will be the same people that are moaning when our midfield options aren't up to scratch next season. Agreed on this one, bro. He needs to put an offer in, not an offer in, a transfer request. Yeah, we need him, and we need to get him in early. Yeah, bro, all good. Do you think all this kind of needs to do the Moises deal? No, I don't think so. Because Spurs and West Ham seem to be the two interested parties in Conor Gallagher. So no, I don't think that is a situation. Caicedo is not worth 100 mil. He just isn't. Bellingham went for that. Brighton are on the good stuff. Caicedo is not worth 100 mil according to Chelsea. That's what's stopping us. Well, if we don't think he's worth 100 mil, then we need to then we have to walk away and go and sign someone else. So that's what the club truly believe. But I think ultimately Chelsea can afford it. Yes, of course they don't want to pay 100 million, but sometimes you've got to do things that you don't want to do. And Moises Caicedo, for me, is a transformative signing, as I've said many times. And, Enzo and Caicedo pivot suddenly becomes one of the best midfield partnerships in the Premier League. Hands down. It really does. This signing is so important. This could be one of the most important signings that we've done at Chelsea. So we must do that, guys. We have to get it done. It really is as simple as that, people. I don't think we've got an option on this front to not get it done, people. I think we absolutely have to get it done, guys. There's no two ways about it. And whether it takes a while, so be it. It's very frustrating, but yeah, we do need to do it. If we can snap someone like Angelo Jackson for the defensive mid, then we should move on from Caicedo. Maybe, but again, we need someone ready, proven, just go in there and slot alongside Enzo Fernandez and make an instant impact from the start. Good players. Bayern don't want to sell them. I'm not sure where you got that from, but they're definitely not for sale. Why can't Caicedo just push for a move already? Maybe he is. I'm not really sure what's going on. Caicedo looks class. Yeah, he absolutely does. No way Chelsea will pay 100 million for Caicedo. Nick, big up my guy. Yeah, guys, keep smashing the likes. The likes have gone up a little bit, actually. We're doing pretty well. 56 now. Let's keep going, people. Let's get it to 70, 80 likes if we can, guys. Good numbers locked in tonight, which is fantastic to see. So please do keep smashing the likes, guys. I can't stress it enough. I would really appreciate it. So please do that. I think Caicedo will put in a transfer request. Yeah, he needs to do that. Yeah, I do agree that Caicedo needs to start pushing this move more, people. Let's be real. He will eventually come and we will pay over the odds and then he'll get injured. No, I don't think so. Should we sign Kudos and Cherky? I would rather get, for me, I'd get Kudos would be my choice. Varela, maybe. I don't know if he's an outstanding option. He could be an option, but I think he's going to go to Nottingham Forest, guys. Got so much stuff coming in the chat. I'm trying to get through as much of it as I can. Guys, remember, you can use the super chat function to guarantee your comment being read out as well, guys. If you're feeling generous on this Monday night, you can use the super chat function to guarantee that your comment gets read out, guys. No, we can't be putting Reece in midfield. Yes, as Stuart's saying, guys, you know what to do. Thoughts on a new shirt? Absolutely love it. I think it's the best Chelsea shirt we've had in a long, long time. It looks absolutely phenomenal. We should move on. Keep in mind, Caicedo is one season wonder. Well, there will be in a few seasons, but that's no good to us. We need someone right now. Look, I think I like him, a talented boy, very, very high potential. But for me, I'd rather have Olise or Kudos. Instead of Caicedo, I'd rather go for Partey and Kudos. Partey would be. We're not going to get Partey. I don't think Caicedo and Enzo are too young. If you're old enough, you're good. If you're old enough, you're good enough. If you're good enough, you're old enough. Simple as that. We can't just move away from Caicedo. Yeah, this is exactly my point. Yeah, we could be funding a new pier. We could be funding a new pier on Brighton Beach or some redevelopment of Brighton. Who knows, guys? Who knows? But yeah, if we sign Caicedo, whatever will happen, it won't be Pochettino's fault. It'll be the board's fault. Yeah, Brighton are taking the piss. I agree. We may need to throw a loan player to them again. Yeah, but the problem is, though, that they then start taking the piss like they are with Levi Colwell. I probably would, yes. Caicedo got scammed with the... Yeah, this is one thing, right? You cannot be signing a new contract on a gentleman's agreement. You can't. You know, gentlemen's agreements don't exist in football. You know, he's been done silly there. He really has been done silly on that one. You can't be signing on a gentleman's agreement. Yeah, that would be good, but I don't think none of those will happen. Not worth it. We need to buy a different midfielder. I completely disagree. It's a nightmare that it's taken this long, but we've rumbled on so far into this deal that we can't really walk away. Now, I agree. We're so far down the road now that we've put ourselves in a situation where we actually can't walk away from this deal. We simply can't. And that is the reality. We cannot walk away from this situation. It really is as simple as that, guys. You know, we need Caicedo. We can't afford to miss out on him. And if we do miss out on him, then we are, then we're in the shit, basically. But yeah, we have to get this done, guys. I cannot stress this enough. I don't know why. But we just have to pay for Caicedo. Just like with Enzo Fernandez, he'll absolutely be worth it. You look at players like, you know, Onana, Lavia, anyone else, Kefram, Thuram, Kone, in the number 6, and it's a big downgrade. And this is our priority target. You cannot walk away from your priority target in the transfer window after this long, because you'll look so stupid and it'll be damaging the future of the team potentially. You would think so, but clearly not. What else have we got in the chat, guys? We just need some viable backup options now. Haven't heard of any, though. Nope, haven't heard of any. Transfer requests will not help. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to be in a title race with Spurs, I feel. They're going to buy 4 players with the Kane money. Spurs and title race are two things that certainly do not belong in the same sentence. I'm not sure what's going on there. Should we sign Cherky and Kudos? I'd rather Olise and Kudos, but I think we only get one of the 3. We're going to get into this in a sec. We should not even own a chair. I agree. Yeah, this is it. All the alternatives are a downgrade. Well, I think we can afford both. So I don't know what we're waiting for. We should look at other alternatives. Yeah, in a few weeks the season starts. This is my point. With every day that it ticks by, we're a day closer to the season, and there's another day where Caicedo is not training with his new teammates. God, there's so much coming in the chat, guys. I will try and get as much as I can. Yes, big up LR Perfects. Big up my guy. 100 mil was goal scorer figures. Yeah, but this guy could make a massive. Yeah, certainly. Yes, big up, bro. What else have we got going on here? I'm gonna have to start the chat from the bottom now. What have we got going on? Disgraceful negotiations. We've been talking with Brighton for about a month now, bro. More than a month. I think we've been. It's been a long time. These talks started at some point in June. It's scandalous. Like what on earth have we been talking about? We've been asking what their favorite food is, what they like to eat, what they like to drink. Like what are we playing at, people? What are we playing at? It's a mad one. It is a mad one. But yeah, I think we're probably going to finally move away from the Caicedo stuff now, guys. But yeah, look, again, there's going to be face-to-face meetings in Atlanta this week because both teams are there. So yeah, you know, let's hope there can be some sort of let's hope there's some sort of breakthrough if we can. There needs to be some sort of breakthrough because otherwise we're just wasting our time and looking absolutely stupid. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at on the Caicedo situation, people. So let's wait and see what happens from there. But let's move from one midfielder who might be coming to the club to another one that could well be on his way out. And that is Conor Gallagher, guys. Now, he's actually started pre-season pretty well. Chelsea value, this is from the Zarkantella. Chelsea value Conor Gallagher at around 35 million as he has 2 years left on his deal. It's a direct battle between Tottenham and West Ham for his signature. Now, look at Conor Gallagher. He's done well in pre-season. 2 games, 2 goals. Pochettino likes his energy, of course, his high pressing and stuff. And I think he's been impressed with him for sure. But at the same time, you know, I think it's clear that he probably is surplus to requirements, maybe. But I also look at it and think, you know, possibly there could be a situation where that because we're going to go with a 4-2-3-1, Gallagher maybe doesn't actually fit into what we're looking to do, which could be plausible, guys. Because, and let me just explain why. Look, where are we? Let me just try and find it now, people. But if we're going to play a 4-2-3-1, then surely, like, that, where does Gallagher sort of fit in on that one, guys? I'm not sure if he does. So we play 4-2-3-1, so we need pivot players and number 10s. Gallagher, not really a pivot player, could play as a 10, but we can definitely do with much better. We can definitely get much better options in the number 10 role. And then, obviously, for the pivot, we've already got Santos and Enzo trying to get Caicedo. Then for the number 10 role, obviously, we've got Nkunku, maybe an Olise or a Kudos. Carney can play there. Caicedo could maybe play there as well. And maybe we've got 1 game a week. We probably only need the 5 players. So I can understand from that point of view. But you just look at us. If we get rid of Gallagher, that leaves us with Enzo, Caicedo, Chukwuemeka, and Andre Santos. 4 central midfield players. That is it if we sell Conor Gallagher. Now, I'm not saying that other players aren't going to come in, but I think Conor Gallagher can be of value and can be of use to Chelsea. Not necessarily to be starting every week, but for a good option from the bench and a good rotation option. He loves the club. He's happy to be here. He's come through the ranks. I think there's always something to be said about players that come through the ranks, guys. You know, you always want to have a few players that have come through the ranks and the academy, get what it means to play for the club, etc., etc. But I mean, do you think £35 million is a fair price for Conor Gallagher, people? What are we saying? Are we saying fair price or not? Because we did have a £45 million bid turned down in January. What else have we got here? So let's have a look. We have no fight in the team. We should keep Conor. Gonna have to keep him if Caicedo doesn't come. Gallagher's a dark horse, a low-key key player. Yeah, potentially, maybe. And man bun Gallagher as well seems to be hitting differently. 2 from 2 with the man bun in pre-season. Our future is Santos and Caicedo. Yeah, sure it is, but it's not the right now. Gallagher is necessary. We have near to no depth in the midfield, and he's somehow one of the most experienced midfielders in our squad. Yeah, he is, somehow. Gallagher should go West Ham. Tottenham are just pure failure as a club and a business. Fair. Gallagher is not Chelsea level. Said this since his first games with Tuchel. I think he can play a role in the squad for sure. He isn't that bad. No, he's not as bad as people make out. He has that dog in him though, and plays for the badge. He's actually been there the longest than any of our youth team. Yeah, no, he has. If Gallagher goes, then we just can't bring in 1 midfielder. Need 2 Yeah, we will. If Gallagher leaves, then we have to bring in two. It's as simple as that. We must bring in two midfield players. And Chelsea must have a plan here, because if we sell Gallagher, we've pretty much literally gutted the whole midfield, which is kind of mad when you think about it. It seems ridiculous. It really does seem ridiculous. But yeah, it is what it is at this point in time. It is kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, let's wait and see, people. Let's wait and see what happens on this one. But why would Gallagher want to go to Spurs and not win any trophies? This Caicedo thing's getting too late. Move on and go for another. I disagree. Bring another experienced DM for less to warm the seat till Santos and Caicedo are ready. He's worth keeping as a squad player. I agree. Just get Lavia if we can't get Caicedo. Well, that could well happen. It's clear that we're not pushing for him at all costs at this point in time, but we absolutely do need to get a fucking move on big time, guys. Sterling needs to go, and we're fine selling Gallagher. Won't gain us anything. Get rid of Sterling to get Tony. I trust Mudryk enough to start. Yeah, Mudryk for me needs to be starting every week. It's a fair price for sure, but I don't want to sell him. Fair enough. Yeah, Kudos on Olise would be fantastic. I agreed. Look, whilst I think Cherky would be very good, I think Olise and Mohamed Kudus would be my preferences. In case we get two midfielders, we can sell him. He's good physically, but doesn't have enough creativity in order to play at Chelsea. Quite possibly. Yeah, he has been good this pre-season. Elise is injured. If he's got something wrong with his hamstring, I would keep. He isn't good enough. Take the money and run. Fair. I want him to stay. I think by Wednesday we'll get news that we have walked away from the Caicedo deal. Hopefully not, bro. That would not be ideal at all. So hopefully that does not happen. We can't really afford for that to happen. We need Kudos on it. I've done that. Yeah, bro. Caicedo's been hustled. He's like, I don't know why he signed a new deal on a promise that he could leave in the summer. Because, these things never work out like this. Gallagher not technically gifted enough. Poch already sees that. Only biased English coach will continue using, but Poch likes him. So I'm not sure if your point stands. I don't really know how long Olise's injury is. Haven't really heard too much on that. I know he had a hamstring issue during the European Under-21 Championships when he was with France, but yeah, I don't really know. Just ask yourself, knowing our needs, would you go buy him? No, I wouldn't buy Gallagher. No, if he was on the market, we wouldn't buy him. No. I feel really sad Connor leaves because he loves the club. Fair. We shouldn't get Kudos. He's a cam. No, Kudos can play right wing as well. What else have we got? Poch being let down now. We're getting rid of another midfielder and club. We've not been let down yet because Caicedo might still come in. And Gallagher's not been sold yet either. Offer the 100 million and test Brighton's resolve. Yeah, just pay the 100 million. This is my point. Just pay it, guys. Simple as that. Much love from Dortmund, guys. Enjoyed your recent games very much. Big up from Dortmund. You obviously just signed Marcel Sabitzer. So hopefully that goes well for you. Gutted when Dortmund didn't win the league last season. Really, really gutted. Big love for Dortmund. Exactly that, Miko. Why not? Too early to compare, but he can be Modric of Chelsea. Dude wants to play for the badge, work, dedication, love for the shirt. I mean, I'm not sure if he can be like Modric. That's pretty big comparison. Sterling needs to go. Yep. Elise's injured. Fofana's also injured, but he's not got an ACL. No. What of Lukaku? No updates. There's been no updates at all. Lukaku's just been kind of moving mad on Instagram with some cryptic posts. But other than that, no real update. Elise to City, potentially. It's between us and City. Many people calling for Gallagher to be sold, but Sterling's has been extremely poor. Yeah, Sterling's been utter dog shit. Gallagher is a solid player who is fit and can score. He's good for the squad. Yeah, I agree he's good for the squad. He is good for the squad. It's simple as that. What else have we got? Because Angelo's not ready. We're going to get into this, but Angelo's not ready, guys. What happens if we don't get Caicedo? Don't want to think about that. We'd be in the shit for sure. Sterling is shocking. Get rid. Fair. Maybe the Lukaku money was needed before the Caicedo deal could be done. I don't think so. No, could be, but I don't think so. No, he hasn't. Caicedo did. That was Brighton's first game against us. So Caicedo hasn't played in any pre-season games for them, guys. So yeah. So let's wait and see whether he plays in their next one or not. What else is going in the chat? Sterling, of course, he starts over Mudryk. Michael, big up, my guy. I suppose Romeo Lavia would be my alternative, but it's certainly not ideal. The Saudis should put in a bid of 120 mil. Yeah, fair. Yeah, he's leaving the academy to go to Belgium. Henry Lawrence, we should pay 100 mil. 20 more is nothing. This is my point, right? If you're prepared to spend 80 million pounds, how much difference does another 20 make? Really, come on, people. Poch keeps preaching, and every presser for experienced players back him. Chelsea, yeah. Look, we need to just get them in, guys. Get the fucking signings in, people. Simple as that. Get the signings in, guys. You know, I don't know why it's taking so long. I'm fully aware that these things do take time, but this one seems to be taking an extortionate amount of time. Sterling isn't Chelsea type of player. No, I'm not keen on Sterling. Thoughts on Vavell leaving? Not ideal, but it's quite clear that his role became redundant in the new structure. You know, Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart are taking care of all the negotiations and stuff, and his role kind of became redundant. So it kind of makes it kind of a bit weird why we even signed him in the first place. But also, like, he wasn't listened to either. He was the one that wanted to keep Felix. He wanted Nagelsmann as manager. So I think the combination of him perhaps not feeling valued or being listened to, and the fact that his role was kind of didn't exist anymore is why he left. What else have we got going on here? William Martin State. I'm not sure. He trained, though. He looks sad. Yeah, he doesn't look ideal. Yeah. Caicedo, 100 mil, 10-year contract. He can't offer a 10, but Olise has sustained a grade 3 tear, has he? I don't know. Well, supposedly the 35 million is a release clause, so we're going to get into all that. They never wanted Rice into 100. Yeah, I think that's also could be true. If we pay 100 million for Caicedo after 2 months of negotiations, it would be ridiculous. Look, to go this far down the road to then end up paying the money they want, we would look stupid, but at least we'd have the player. And that for me is the most important thing. We have to have the player, guys. Eventually, I think he'll put a transfer request in. Fair. What else have we got? Possible to have Elise and Mo Kudos? Maybe, but excuse me, but I'm not sure. I think it'll be one. Reminds me of the SEN deal. I can't remember the SEN deal. Bloom won't accept the same payment structure used for the Enzo deal. No, he probably won't. If Brighton keeps stalling, Lavia and Paulinho should be bought. Yeah, quite possibly. De Zerbi said soon after the season ended that they were planning around losing. Yeah, they did say that. You keep ignoring the fact that Kepa's not good enough. He's good enough to get us top 4. But yeah, I've never shied away from the fact that we have to upgrade on Kepa. It's as simple as that. Do the owners want to spend after the amount of money we spent in the last 2 minutes? Yeah, but if you're not realised, bro, we've bought in so much money through player sales this summer. Yeah, Paulinho was in a sling last. I don't know if he's done his shoulder or done his arm or his elbow or something. Yeah, it is annoying. Do you read all comments? Oh, I try and read them all, but they're coming through thick and fast. I can't get them all. But if you do want your comments to be guaranteed to be read out, then use the super chat function, people. Paulinho just as good as Caicedo, just not as young. Yeah, people, 76 likes on my channel. 113 of you locked in, guys. We can definitely get this to 100 likes. 24 more likes, guys. So hover over that thumb, give it a little click. Let's get this stream to 100 likes. It's been a great show tonight so far. Loads of you tuning in. So let's get this to 100 likes, guys. Click the thumb and let's get it moving to 100 likes, people. And also, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Edging ever closer to 4,000 subscribers. And remember, guys, for those of you that are new around here and haven't tuned in before, if you subscribe to the channel, guys, when we get to 4,000 subscribers, you'll be in with a chance of winning a Chelsea shirt of your choice for the upcoming season. A new home shirt, new away shirt, or new third kit. But we've got to get to 4,000 subscribers. The link is in the chat. Make sure you click the link if you're not subscribed. And please do subscribe to the channel. We've got a little mini milestone to hit tonight of 3.9k, guys, which should be more than doable with the amount of you that are tuned in. We need another 14 subscribers tonight, guys. So if 14 of you lovely people could click the link, subscribe to my channel, it would be massively, massively appreciated. And we take another step closer to 4k and the prize draw. But yeah, guys, once you've subscribed as well, if you want to let me know in the chat, I'll give you a little shout out as well. But please do hit the link and subscribe. Let's get 14 more of you to subscribe and hit that 3.9k mark, guys. It's because we won't sell them Colwell. Well, yeah, but they should know that now. Brighton desperately trying to bring other clubs into the deal. Yeah, they are. Basically they're at an impasse. 100 million is a lot for Caicedo. What you mean from Bayern? He's not been sacked from Bayern, has he? I'm pretty sure he hasn't. No, No, I don't think he has been sacked from Bayern. I'm not really sure where that's come from. But yeah, no. What are we looking at here, people? What are we looking at, guys? Yeah. What's really happening with the Caicedo deal? No one really knows. No one really knows. Can't get the link, bro. It's in the chat. You should just be able to click it. I'll put it in again, but you should just be able to click it. Once it goes in the chat, just click the link, and it'll take you to the channel, and you can just subscribe. The link's in the chat there, so you just click on it. It will take you there. So it should work fine. So yeah, the link's in the chat, guys. Yes, Philip, big up from the tropical paradise that is Belvedere. Smash the likes and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. There's loads of us locked in, guys. 450 of us over both channels. This is big numbers. The numbers are going up as well, which is fantastic, guys. Really, really great stuff. So yeah, please help me out. Let's hit the likes and subscribe. This season is only 3 weeks away. We need to get players in. Yeah, for sure. Kylian Mbappe will not join Al Hilal. He would rather spend all of next season on the bench than play in Saudi Arabia. From Relevo, a reliable outlet in Spain. Yeah, I hear that. Yes, big up, my guy. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, big up for the love. Got it and subscribes. Yes, my guy. Thank you. If we can't get Caicedo, alternatives are Tchouaméni, Kone, Kefram Turam, Lavia. Yeah, Tchouaméni's not going to happen. It'll be Kefram Turam or Lavia or something. Yeah, Caicedo is boring. But yeah, guys, on the Conor Gallagher thing, I think if he does leave, fair enough. But we have to get the right replacements in. We have to get the right replacements in. Otherwise, we are leaving ourselves really, really light in midfield. No two ways about it. We're leaving ourselves massively light, guys. And some of those youngsters might go out on loan. It just depends what we're going for as well. It really does depend what we're looking at doing, guys. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, people. It is going to be an interesting one. But I mean, Conor Gallagher, I think it would be a shame if he. I don't know if shame's the right word, but I think he can offer value to the squad. But again, I'm fine with him to leave as long as we get decent replacements in and we get upgrades in to replace these guys. Then it's absolutely fine. No problem at all, guys. It's not a problem if that does happen. But yeah, I'm happy that we've obviously got rid of a load of players. But part of me is thinking like, fuck, we're gonna have like no fucking players left at this point in time. No, Paredes, absolutely not. Tony Bloom running out to John Cena music. I wonder what Bloom and those guys are doing. Probably just having a bit of a laugh and just mugging us off. I think we need to pay the 100 million for this guy. Yeah, just do it. Latest for Caicedo is negotiations reportedly at an impasse. Brighton are still insisting on Levi Colwill, and they want 100 million pounds, and Chelsea are still trying to insist on getting it done for 80 or less. So it's probably also hesitant to strengthen Chelsea after finishing higher last season. Well, yeah, maybe, but Brighton are a selling club, so yeah, it's the way it is. Yes, big up, my bro. I just don't agree we would get top four with Kepa. I think we will. I think we would. I think we need to remember, guys, that last season Kepa wasn't the reason why we were dog shit. Yes, we need to upgrade on him, but he wasn't the reason we finished 12th. Midfield, a creative midfield player. So a holding midfield, a number 6, basically, a creative midfield player, like a number 10/wide player that can do both. And we need a goalkeeper as well. Connor can't go until players arrive. I agree on that. What Gallagher wants game time. Do you think Gallagher will want to sit on the bench? No, but he'd take a squad role. Yeah, we do. The Caicedo fleece will ruin Chelsea's reputation in the transfer market. I don't know if it will ruin our reputation. I don't think 100 million is overpaying for Moises Caicedo either. If I'm being totally honest, I really don't think it's overpaying, guys. Solid dribbler, yeah, quite possibly. Caicedo is better at 8, and Chelsea have Enzo already in that position. No, Caicedo can be a good 6. What after you paid 106 for Enzo? Yeah. Imagine the frustration Caicedo is having because of Brighton's madness. Yeah, but he shouldn't have signed a new contract. Oh, yeah, the fact is that Kepa Sterling ain't good enough to go into the season with. Get riddance when Connor goes. I'm sorry, I just think it's fair. What happens if a transfer request? It probably doesn't really change that much, in all honesty. Yeah, I don't think it changes an awful lot, guys. I really don't. Tony Bloom needs a slap. Yeah, we need to head down there. Levi is our bargaining chip. Pot mentioned he's with our club. I don't know. Yeah, look, Poch's already said that he's our player. He's going to stay. He's looking forward to working with him. He's part of the plans and all this business. So, there's no, I don't know why Brighton are still insisting. We must help Poch is crying out for players. Yeah, agreed. Yep, seen this, bro. Mad money, but reportedly Mbappe doesn't actually want to go to Al Hilal, which are no real surprises there. If Liverpool were in for Caicedo, they would sell for 70 mil. Quite possibly. Are paid by Kepa. Well, no, I'm not paid by Kepa. I'm just saying that. Look, I've said that he's not good enough if we want to win the big trophies. He's not good enough in the long run, but we can get top 4, top 5 with Kepa in goal next season. That's not an issue. Don't give Jackson number 9. I mean, the only guy that thinks Cucurella has been more. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't think he was. People in Brighton don't understand basic English. Yeah, they seemingly don't. Levi Colwill is not for sale. If any Brighton fans are watching, if any Brighton people are watching, guys, get it into your heads. Levi Colwill is not for sale. N-O-T, not for sale. So you can stop trying on that front, people. You can stop trying, guys, because he's not for sale. Do you think? I hope so. I hope so. But it's going to be only time will tell. No way I'd sell Levi for Caicedo. No, I wouldn't either. Sell Gallagher, get Paulinho. Just loan Levi. No, because then they'll start the same situation again with him. Nothing on Martinez. No. We need a stronger midfielder. Any Kudos updates? No further Kudos updates from when we had the breaking news a few days ago. Who had known that a small club like Brighton? We need a stronger midfielder with experience. Kudos is a great option. Imagine a midfielder of Enzo, Caicedo, and Paulinho. Sterling needs to step up, otherwise he should step out. Agreed. Sterling's on thin ice this season, and he's got to step up big time. Otherwise, he's getting the chop because he's been really, really shit. But let's move away from the Conor Gallagher stuff and let's talk a little bit about attacking midfield players, guys, because we've seemingly got 3 options on the table, guys. We have got Olise, Rayan Cherki, and Ajax's Mohamed Kudus on the table. Now, Simon Phillips saying, this is from Fabrizio Romano on his caught offside column, that Olise is on the list at both Man City and Chelsea, with both clubs well informed on his situation. Chelsea are really interested. City are just informed the player is open to making a top move. Now, we discussed this on yesterday's stream with the Chelsea Dodgers when the news broke as we were live. I think Olise is a great profile of player, talented, Premier League experience, and obviously he was in Cobham as a youngster. He was part of the academy as well, which is kind of funny that we seem to have a way of ending up buying back a lot of our academy players that left in the first place, people. So yeah, for me, Olise, Kudus, these guys have all got their own pluses. They really do. They've all got their own pluses, guys, in terms of in terms of what they bring to the table. Someone like Mohamed Kudus is going to bring you more goals. It's going to bring you Champions League experience as well. And that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, I think you look at them and all 3 of them are extremely exciting players. There's no 2 ways about it. And they're profiles that, at Chelsea, we've been crying out for absolutely ages and ages and ages. All 3 of them fit, that attacking midfield, that winger position that we're looking for. They've got clear. A lot of them. They've got a lot of similarities, but they've also got differences as well. People. They've also got differences. And you look at they got 1 or 2. Look, for me personally, I think each player's got a few things that they're better than the other ones at, and they've got similarities as well. All are available for very reasonable prices. That's the main thing. Kudus around 40, same for Rayan Cherki, and Olise around the same price as well. So they're all very reasonably priced for players of their quality in today's market. And so, I'd like us to try and get 2 or 3 of them to being opportunistic, but I think 1 is more than I'm more than happy with. Look, I think Olise, the creativity in his passing from his profile is great. Got Premier League experience, has a history with us as well. Cherki's potential is mad. And Kudus is legit as well. Probably scores more goals, Champions League experience, and is probably the one that you would say is most ready for Pochettino's system. So let's wait and see. Let's kind of wait and see. But guys, who would you prefer out of the three? Would you rather have Kudus, Cherky, or Michael Olise? Guys, let me know in the chat. Where's that from? West Ham were interested in Chalobah. Where's it said that? Yeah, from a City perspective, he would certainly be a good Mahrez replacement. What else have we got going on here? There must be a solid reason why Brighton are consistently trying for Colwell. I don't know. I think obviously he enjoyed his loan there. They really enjoyed having him. So it's probably something to do along those lines. What else we got? Olise is unreal talent, best in the market for his role. Fair. Free kick taker too. I don't know, but he's not going to play for us, so it's fine. Can they all play as 10? They absolutely can all play as 10s. Step 1, tell them they are not good enough as youth. Step 2, pay massive amounts of money to bring them back. Step 3, success. Maybe. Is Olise's brother still in the academy? What if we pay 100 plus for Caicedo, then Caicedo get hurt? Well, that's the same with any player. Pay 50 million for someone who might get injured. That's just the way it goes. Then we pay Caicedo. Olise is made for Chelsea. Trust me, fair. Kudos for me. Troy, do you feel we're not able to conclude the shirt sponsorship deal is concerning? I would like to think that by the time we come back for the States, that something's wrapped up. Otherwise, they're going to have to release those fucking Chelsea sponsorless shirts, and I'll be snapping one up. And one of you guys will also have a chance to win one. Jacob Steinberg. Oh, fair. Olise is my pick. Olise for sure. Luxury player. Kudos. Olise is the Prem proven player. Goal involvement is the best of the three. That's the point, right? But also, Kudos got that Champions League experience and he scores more goals. But Olise would be Prem proven and a more creative option. Polini dislocated shoulder in the game against Brentford. Fair. Olise is very good. Yep, I will pick Olise and Kudos. Yeah, those would be my. If we can have two, I'd pick those two. Need a goalkeeper. Yes, Kudos better. Brother's still here. Cherky for me, two-footed master. Fair. I'd rather get a Nana if Paulini is injured. Cherky's a bit lazy. Olise is that guy. Kudos 100%. It's going to be interesting to see what we do, but sponsored by Brighton Pier. Maybe we just get the same shirt sponsor as Brighton, guys, and just call it the American Express Bridge, or something along those lines. Who knows? But yeah, people, it's going to be interesting. These three profiles massively excite me. The only thing I suppose that no, I don't have worries actually. Maybe Olise's attitude potentially. There's been rumours that his attitude might not be the best, which obviously is not an ideal situation to be in at all. But I think I don't know, guys. I'm rating this transfer. I'm really liking it. But like with all these deals, I wish Chelsea would just get a move on and at least get a fee agreed or something. I'm not saying it has to be in the door in the bloody kit training, but we need some sort of fees. We need some stuff agreed this week, guys. We have to get something agreed this week. We can't afford for another week to go by and no bids to be put in or no nothing to be made. It's just we just can't be going like that. Well, I don't know if he'll win easily. If City generally want him, there could be a lot of minutes available for him there. He'd be a great replacement for Riyad Mahrez. Set piece taker, kudos physicality. We need a player like Bernardo Silva. Yet again, sure. We're not playing CL, so CL experience doesn't matter. Olise grows with us until we get back to CL and he gets good enough. Yeah, maybe. Cherky doesn't do any defensive work. Well, I mean, I'm not sure how much defensive work Olise or Kudos do, but yeah. Look, I think he's definitely been looked at, but not really. I think not really good enough right now at this point in time, people. So yeah, let's kind of wait and see on that front what happens with them. But I mean, yeah, and Kunku 10 or strike. I think he'll do a bit of both, to be honest. Would you do a swap Olise for Gallagher? Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear it. I'll send them. I'll text him later. Angelo, Noni, Olise, Diego, 4 of them for one position, because Angelo's going to go on loan to Strasbourg. Moreira's nowhere near ready, and we need competition in the squad. So yeah, no sponsor, no keeper, no Caicedo. Not ideal, but it's not as I think as bad as people think. But I do agree that we need to start getting a move on because it is starting, guys. to get a little bit onto the concerning side of things. No two ways about it. No Fofana either. No, that is true. I can't understand what director Caicedo doing is taking too much time when what they're doing for others. Get Olise on the next flight. Yep. Blueco deserves an add on Brighton's kit. I actually like, and I think he'll do a good job. Yeah, I'm sure he could. Olise's numbers are not even that great. What's so special about him? Chelsea must get players in now or risk a difficult season. I do agree on that. We need them quickly. Chelsea needs to focus on other targets than Caicedo. Swap deal for real. Who needs a DM when you've got Mbappe? We haven't got Mbappe, but we do need a DM. I can't believe we're trying to sell Gallagher when he is the only senior mid with Enzo. We need to wait for more players to come in before we let him go. Onana can improve under Poch. Yeah, no, he certainly could improve under Poch. But again, let's wait and see what happens on that front with him. But look, I'm so glad that it's great to be linked and making some sort of progress with 3 really talented players in the exact profile that we're looking for. But it still doesn't detract from the fact that it's July, coming up to the end of July 24th. It's August next week, and nothing has happened. Nothing has happened at all. So, that is a problem. That is a big, that is starting to become a problem for me. Really is starting to become a problem because you can't operate like this. You look at other teams that are getting, I'm not talking about every single signing. I'm talking about your priority signings or your main signings. You should have at least have 2 or 3 of your main signings, or 2 or whatever of your main signings in the door by the start of pre-season. You've got 1 player in the door by the start of pre-season. That for me is not good enough. It's as simple as that. That is not good enough. It's unacceptable. It's not good enough. And we have to do better than that, guys. We have to be doing better than that. You can't have it that you've had 1 day, or sorry, 1 senior incoming that into the squad. And yes, in Nkunku's rather, that deal was wrapped up a long time ago, and whatnot. So yeah, it's peak at this point in time. It's peak, but these 3 are really exciting. But guys, by the way, we need 1 more subscriber to hit the 3.9K. I'm going to smash the link in the chat. If one of you lovely people could click the link, subscribe to my channel, let's get to 3.9K. And then let's try and knock off as many of those last 100 subscribers as possible, people. But 1 subscriber required. So one of you lovely people could hit that subscribe button, guys. Get me to 3.9K. And then we can start to knock off the final 100 subs to the 4K mark, guys. Big up to everyone, as always. Main signings need time to adapt to their new club. Yeah, we need to get moving. Marina absolutely isn't a go. We wouldn't have sold anywhere near as many players with Marina in charge. Owners must wake up. Poch is starting to get worried. Done it, mate. Big up, my bro. Nothing will happen until Ornstein says so. Sub Smiley Flame. Big up, bro. Was Barry Maguire, Onana? Yes. Big up, guys. Oh, we've hit the 3.9. Fantastic. We're ready to chalk off the final 100 subs, people. Big news. Keep subscribing, though, guys. We're not going to stop there. But yeah, season is about to start in a few weeks, and we haven't sold Lukaku, Ziyech, Cho. I don't think it matters too much about those. They're not part of the plans. They're not going to play for the club. But yeah, I do agree on the other side of things that we absolutely do need to bring players in. There's no 2 ways about it. We have to get guys in. But what else? Look, let's see. Let's see, guys. But I mean, guys, let me know in the chat, how concerned are you at this point in time with Chelsea's transfer business? How concerned are you, people? How concerned are you guys? Let me know. It's the same, Fab. Yeah, because there's no updates to give. That's the whole thing. There's no point just saying they're in daily talks. That's the problem. Apparently, PSG have accepted the bid. Yeah, they have accepted the bid, but of course they're going to accept a world record bid. But that doesn't mean anything because Mbappe, they have to convince Mbappe to go, and I don't think he's got any intentions of going to Al Hilal for a year. We're going to get top 4, mark my words. I hope so, bro. White Maggot, big up. Appreciate the love. Also, Fab, yeah, we've done that. Why is Ziyech still here? Yeah, good question. Yeah, guys, 10 more likes to 100. Make sure you smash the likes on my channel. 100 of you, over 100 of us locked in. Let's get those final 10 likes, people. Hover over that thumb, give it a click. It massively helps me out. And guys, run the likes up on Chelsea Fan TV as well. Over 300 of you lovely people locked in over there. So please do run the likes up on Chelsea Fan TV, guys. And subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV if you haven't done so already. Caicedo has told Brighton he wants to stay with Brighton. No, I don't think he has said that at all. Would you sign Barry Maguire, brother Harry? No. Very concerning. 20 days. Yeah, 20 days. I wanted Ziyech to do well. We had so much promise. Yeah, I think a lot of us wanted him to do well. Where's this from? Mauricio Pochettino is a big admirer of Olise. I've spoken with him, with Olise having agreed to join Chelsea if a deal can be reached. Who's said that? Where's that been put? Is that just come on Twitter now? Where's that been said? Let's have a look. If someone could tell me where that's been said, then that would be ideal. Caicedo should do much more in order to force the transfer. Enzo Fernandez is a nice example for him. No clubs will enter this race. Yep. Respect to yourself, and I will need to ask questions. Yeah, no, bro, I hear it, and I call it out when things need to be called out, and I'm far from happy with this Moises Caicedo situation. Far from happy. And it should have been wrapped up a number of weeks ago. So yeah, for sure. If things fall through, we don't get much more progress, and I will start to call things out because it is absolutely not acceptable. Honestly, I think we don't get Caicedo. I'm really worried. Taking too long to get deals done. Very concerned unless we sign a good goalkeeper. I'll be more concerned about us getting a midfield player in. No, I don't think he is holding out for Liverpool. Liverpool don't have that money to spend. I agree. 60% concerned. Extremely concerned. I'm concerned. I know Chelsea will bring in Caicedo and Lavia. Well, hopefully Caicedo. I don't understand why Mbappe would not go. Because I don't think he wants to play in Saudi, to be honest. He'd rather stay at PSG for a week than stay in Saudi, that's for sure. I'd rather just move on and get Lavia, fair. It was in the morning in the news, fair. On Blue Dodgers from yesterday, you can see that. Oh, okay, fair. Yesterday, right. Okay. Big up. We've had Steven Gerrard tuning in from Al Ettifaq. Big up, Stevie G. Hope Saudi's treating you well. £2 donation with all that Saudi money. Appreciated nonetheless. Not going to lie, I'd rather spend 100 million on Caicedo than second option. Yeah, I agree, bro. I absolutely agree on that. But yeah, hope Saudi's treating you well. And that money's rolling in nicely. But yeah, appreciate the donation as always. Agree with Q-Step comment above. Cole could shut the Zerbi up with a statement. Yeah, for sure. I hear it. Chelsea should get Valverde. Well, yeah, but we're not playing Football Manager here, guys. Yes, he has. Brighton. Isn't Valverde for sale? Onana is a great goalkeeper. Well, no, he's gone to Man United, mate. Slippy G. If Lavia was at Brighton, would he be like Caicedo or better? That's a good question. That is a good question. And that is the big question. We don't really know the answer to that one. We need to make this signing. It's imperative. Mbappe to Saudi is a joke. It's not going to happen, by the way. I don't think it's going to happen. that's made me laugh. That's a good one. Slipping on all that oil. Fair play. That is funny. That is funny. But yeah, why all this, players? We need defense. I don't know if to be honest, I don't think we do need defenders. Rumor has it he's still slipping now. He's not recovered from the slip, people. Rumor has it that slip is still going. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that front. But great to have Stevie G tuning in, maybe trying to pick up a few tips here and there. Who knows, guys? Who knows? But yeah, he would be crazy to say no to that. Yeah, legendary that he's still slipping. But yeah, people, I'm going to check if there's any more news. If anyone's got any last minute questions in the chat, pop them in. But otherwise, I will look to see. But yeah, otherwise I'll begin to start to round this one up. But yeah, guys, get your questions in if you've got any last minute questions. Has Gerrard stopped slipping? Oh, people, that was what I was going to talk about. Angelo Gabriel. The reason why I think he should go on loan is because at this point in time, let's be honest, yes, he's impressed in pre-season and in a couple of games, but he's not going to play ahead of Mudryk. He's not going to play ahead of Madueke or Sterling, as much as we disagree, or whoever anyone else is. So yeah, it is what it is. Yes, Stevie G coming in with those Saudi peas. I don't know why. This is just me, but yeah, that the sort of the Scouts course sort of thing. I'm doing fine. Glad to hear you're doing well, bro. When's Jordan Henderson joining up with you? And anyone else? Hope the Saudi lifestyle is treating you well. But yeah, Henderson coming out there soon. Let's see if you can make an assault on a Saudi league. But big up for the donation as always. Mudryk starts. Yeah, Rayan, big up my guy. Yeah, look, it's a fair point. What I would say on the Saudi league as well, by the way, guys, is that it's no different, in my opinion, to the Premier League dominating financially for the last 20 plus years. This idea, that why shouldn't there be allowed to be a new league that tries to make a name for itself, tries to become a top league and attract the top players? Are we just saying that that's not allowed to happen, and we're just going to be stuck with the status quo of the same 5 leagues? There's got to be a situation where other leagues are allowed to try and make a name for themselves. So, yeah, I haven't got a problem with the Saudi league. Obviously, it's early days still. They've made a mad start. No two ways about it. They have made a mad start for sure. But I don't have a problem with it. I don't have an issue with the Saudi league. If they want to try and make a go of it, then I'm fine with that. They've got the money. They want to invest in it. Players, whatever, rightly or wrongly, whatever reasons you believe, like players are going to Saudi, and I think it could be quite big. I really do think it could be massive, and I personally don't have an issue with it. What's wrong with another competitive league? What's wrong with a bit more competition in football? I don't know why people don't like it. If I'm being totally honest, people. Who do you want? Probably Lavia, but I don't want to think about not getting him. But yeah, back to my yeah, I don't know I don't know what that situation is, bro. I actually don't know what that news is at all. The news on that is. So we will obviously have to wait and see on that front, people, what the situation is going to be with FFP, with the Saudis and all that. My only issue is, we've done that. Impasse saga is not worthy. We all know how it ends. Yeah, we all do know how it ends. We just need to offer more than Saudi. Well, we're not going to be able to offer anyone. We're not going to be able to offer. No one's going to be able to offer more than Saudi, guys. But yeah, people. Just back to my point on Angelo. He's done really well, and he's looked impressive. But the plan has always been to send him on loan to Strasbourg, and he needs to go and develop for another year. His development will be best served, playing week in, week out in a top 5 league, developing under Patrick Vieira at Strasbourg, and then coming back in with a view to playing a big role in a 24-25 season at Chelsea. We can't just suddenly decide that, after 2 decent appearances in pre-season, after most people never watching this guy, that he's suddenly good enough to hang around the squad. I think you can definitely praise what he's done, and he looks a very promising player. But for me, he needs to go on loan. Mudryk's better. Madueke for me is better. Sterling is better, even though he's been absolutely shit. And we're probably bringing a Kudos or an Olise who will play instead of him. And Strasbourg is good. Strasbourg is good for him. Ollie Watkins is another player that is a good player. He's got potential, but I personally think that he needs to have another very good season before he potentially gets a move to a bigger club. Come on, you Spurs. I'd rather send Sterling to Luton for 5 mil. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Mbappe going to Madrid, end of. Harry Maguire absolutely wouldn't suit Chelsea. If Mbappe goes to Saudi, I'll start supporting Leeds. Yeah, fair. I don't think it's happening either. The GOAT Maguire will be the new Silver. Behave, John. But yeah, people, I'm going to round this one out now, guys. Great stream tonight. Massively enjoyed it. Great numbers to kick the week off, guys. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back again tomorrow. The streams are going to be at 6 p.m. Every day this week, apart from Fridays where it'll be 6:30 for the call-in show. So we're going to be streaming at 6 p.m. every day this week, guys. So it's going to be the same time, so you people know exactly when the streams are going to be. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry, there's not more positive news to bring. The Caicedo situation is at an impasse, which is really frustrating. Let's hope we get some more developments on that. Let's hope we get more developments on Olise, Kudos, and incoming, because we desperately need them. But guys, big up to every single one of you in the chat. One last thing, on your way out, if you could please subscribe to the channel. I've just put the link in the chat. If we could get some more subscribers, that would be fantastic. Let's get to 4K as quickly as possible. We've got to chalk off the last 100 now, guys, then we do the prize draw for the Chelsea shirt. And please do run the likes up on your way out as well. Big up to everyone tonight. You've all smashed it. Make sure you subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV. Run the likes up over there as well. Big love to all of you guys. Let's hope for more positive news. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care. Up the Chelsea and peace out, people.